Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
56 is the mark.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Got it? 6. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant. 56. Hey. Ready?
They'll begin the drive with Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Set up. 18 Gator. 56. All day, every day. Get it.
On first down, Banks. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 42 yards.
Steelers first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking to throw. Banks. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. To throw again. Banks. That's complete into the hands of Carson. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 22. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Newton. And it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Banks. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Banks going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And a Steeler 1st down.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They run for the 1st time with Benny Snell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Banks. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Hey, Charlie. 56. Get it.
From the gun, Banks. Complete to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Banks. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check, 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 check. Watch twist. Hey, Sam off.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
2nd and 11. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw. Banks. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
They can't hang with us.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Panthers nothing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen.
Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Back to throw, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
To throw is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jannard Avery gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Newton on the move to his left. He's going to take off with it, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Newton. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers.
A 28-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back.
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Good job.
Juju Smith-Schuster, 81 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
That keeps the score. Steelers 13, Panthers 3.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10, just shy of the 30. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, Newton. And he completes it to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
To throw once more on second and 10. Newton, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
That's another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
50%. Yeah, ready?
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
I get it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a second and goal. Now Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Banks. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Banks. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Ryan Allen now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The second quarter score from Cincinnati. And that one pretty well wrapped up. The Bengals growing the lead even further. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing is Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Ready? 46. Check Mike 46. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Ready. 30 base. 56. Hey, Foxtrot. MOFS54. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Banks. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D.
Throwing again. Banks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Ready, break.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Banks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And a 2-touchdown lead for the Buccaneers as they've just scored again. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Switch up, switch up. Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Now he's forced out left. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Escaping the pressure. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
On first down, it's Snell again. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm going back to you.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check 26. Check 26.
Trying to run for it with Snell. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Mike 58 right there. Watch twist. Ready?
From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he's good. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
That good for 19 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Ready.
Spike 56.
So don't say nothing.
Here's Snell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Jonah, 60 Pittsburgh.
56. I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Banks. It's caught by Jennings. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Ready? 60 or.
To throw on 3rd down. Banks. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's now 12 points that they've left on the field, 4 missed field goals.
Now, you and I were both hoopers, so you know it's like being a shooter in basketball. Sometimes when things go wrong, it gets in your head, and it's tough to get back on track. And that one, it never had a chance.
Now a run with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Set. 180. No chance. Great.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
McCaffrey down right around the 25. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Starting the drive was Snell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Try to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
50, plant. 56. No gain on this defense. No gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Thanks. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Thanks. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Snell. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 36 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun, Banks to the goal line, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's third down.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This pass caught with the 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Trying to get it with Snell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Newton looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Let's go. Do it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Newton now to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Snell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Coming to you. Watch the safety creep. Switch. Switch.
Hey, lock it. Get it.
They're going to run again with Snell. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the boot.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Watch the out. Watch the out. 56 to Mike. Go.
On 4th down. Banks. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Pittsburgh first down. A gain of 13.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hit it.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this